Hello, friends. Come on in. Let's have us alive tonight. See if I can find me. There I am. It tells me I'm live, but it doesn't show me. There we go. There we go. You don't really need to see all my paints over there, do you? Hey, Holly. How are you? Trying to get my camera just right. It's like some things you need to see and some things you don't need to see. So how are you? Good? Have you been in the deep freeze? Gonna grab my drink real quick because I get all dried out here. We were in it yesterday. We got out of it, and I guess we're going to be back in it Thursday. Thursday into Friday. How are you, Chris? So, today we're going to do this transfer. Bakers Flour. Quality Mills and Rich Self-Rising, 20 pounds. And we're going to do it on one of the shiplap boards. It's going to be on this beautiful board, which is 18 by 24, and it's our shiplap board. I love these things. Crappy weather today. We had wind that was like, my God, it was ridiculous. And then I noticed tonight when I walked over here I had a girl come. What? Let me see my phone. You guys, I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where my phone is. It said toll-free call, so I'll be shutting that one down. I had a girl come and buy some ceramic stuff at 7 o'clock. And I came outside and the wind wasn't blowing anymore. It was like, what the heck? It went from like blowing crazily to not blowing at all. But it comes back tomorrow. Are we just so tired of winter? You had the wind too? I think the wind has been bugging people like from Texas all the way. I think it's everywhere. So what'd you guys do today? Anything fun? I went over to the treasure trove and messed around with our craft area, trying to spread it out a little bit and clean it up a little bit and hang some fabric. You guys would not believe how many panels we have at the treasure trove. So I picked some up for my granddaughter because I thought, well, she could sew these. You know, they're like my mom years ago made me a stocking, a Christmas stocking, and stuffed it. You know what I mean when I say panels, it's those Daisy Kingdom or whatever they are. It's the panels that have the design on them, and you just sew them together and stuff them. Oh, you got a massage. Good for you. So this is our biggest transfer. So this will definitely be a paste and peel. Just going to set this over here on my table. I did order a, this came from Couture. It's a base and a board, and it slips in here with acrylic. Won't that be cool? I want to try that. I've done acrylic before, you guys, with other things. Like I did it on my cups, and I've poured acrylic before, but I really want to try that. So we're going to do that one of these days. The only thing is I kind of want to, well, we have new coasters that are going to be coming out, and I kind of want to put flowers in it or something, so I'm kind of looking for that type of thing. I'm going to set this over here, and then I'll set my transfer on it when we get done. So I'm just going to lay my fuzzing towels on this, and then I'll pick them up. It's a big old transfer. Don't know why I'm looking up there when I should be looking over here. Hi, Lori. Well, the snow ended, and it actually melted where the sun could shine, but where the sun didn't shine, it didn't melt. So right up next to our house on the north side, we still have snow. But out a ways, we're good. But it's coming back on Thursday night into Friday. 90% chance, 90% chance of snow. So it's coming. I only think we're going to get like 2 inches or something, but thanks, Pam. We're not going to get much snow, but it's not even the snow, it's the stinking wind. Tomorrow I have to get my tax stuff together. My husband's going Friday. Take all of our tax stuff to the tax guy. And then I think we're going to go see the new baby this weekend. Because Grandpa hasn't even seen him yet. And that's his namesake. So he needs to go see that kid. He's already 2 months old. When your grandpa's a funeral director, though, has a full-time job, it just doesn't always work that you can go. Seems like every time we say we're going to go, something happens. John said, you shouldn't even tell them we're going to come. And I said, well, I have to make sure they're going to be home. I guess. Okay, I'm going to call that good. So hopefully, because the 3-year-old, they tell him we're coming, and then if something happens and we can't come, he gets bummed out. So that's why he said they shouldn't tell him. I was going to try and find my, here they are, my little tweezers, because I see boogers on here. And actually, if they aren't next to your screen, it really isn't going to make any difference. But I'm just going to pull them off anyway. You think I need to take those in and wash them. I can tell right now that's chalk paste on that. So we had a new release yesterday, and I won a transfer. I never win anything. When they said it was me, I was like, really? The only thing I hate about this is these grooves are pretty deep. And it causes a little bit of bleeding. Man. There's stuff you don't even know is on here until you turn it over and you push it down. I wonder, somebody said I should just see. Somebody said you should put a piece of twine in there, and that fills the hole. Should I try that? That totally would fill the hole. You'd have to tape it down though. Might just try it on one just to see if it works. Yeah, the new coasters, Holly, I think look like they'd be fun. I saw yesterday a girl poured, actually, it was Stephanie at the Vintage Pebble. She poured a, and I'd like to try that too. I'm going to come around there and tape that. Well, I can do it this way. A cutting board. And she just poured the acrylic on it, you know, like over the top of the cutting board. Let's just see how that, we'll see how that works. We'll do an experiment. And it turned out really pretty, you guys. It turned out really pretty. Hi, Carly. We're trying an experiment. We're gonna we put a little piece of cord in this shiplap, and we're gonna see if that was a big mistake. I feel like it's up there a ways, but you just want to make sure that your transfer is down. And we are going to, we're using Colonial Blue and Cadet Blue. Pull out my sticks. This could use some water, but it's not bad. It's kind of a strange texture. I'm gonna grab my water bottle. It's funny because I'm here, I'm still there, and then I go and I come back. It's that much of a lag time. When you put your water in it, just kind of squish it through, and then eventually you can stir it in. You really want to make sure you stir it in good. This is really a full container. All right. And Cadet. Ugh. It's looking kind of scary. I should have opened these up before I started. It's not so bad either. It's not so bad. How are you, Carly? How is the weather up there? You getting the wind? We had a big old branch in our yard. And my dog, we leash her when we take her out because she's Jack Russell Chihuahua and she runs. And we live on a busy, the street to the north of us is very busy. And the cars just fly up that street and they'll kill her. They will kill her as sure as We've had 2 dogs that have died on that road, and we're not having another one die on that road. So we leash her every time we take her out. But I'll tell you, today I felt like the wind was going to, or yesterday I felt like the wind was going to take her away. And she didn't even mess around very long out there. And for the wheat, I'm going to use bark and nominee. So that's a brown and the gold. And we're going to hot mess them, is what we're going to do. Oh, look. This is a new one. Me and my teeth. Better wipe this off me. So last night I didn't do a live because, you guys, it was absolutely, I can't even tell you how bad it was outside. It was just despicable. It was terrible. And I didn't even want to walk from the house to here, which is, I don't know, 100 steps probably, but I wasn't having it. So I stayed inside, and I made a batch of chocolate chip cookies for my husband, and he loved it. I think he'd rather eat the dough than eat the cookies, though. Started up my little fountain there. I don't know, can you guys even see that right there? I guess you can, a little bit. This cherry isn't in the best shape either. Might need a new one. It's about to the end. Pushing my luck on this one. Might have enough to. Going to use a little bit of cherry, a little bit of candy apple. You guys, I should have checked all of these. Thing is I fly by the seat of my pants, and I don't even know what my project is going to be till I come out here at like 7:30, and I'm looking around. I'm like, what can I make? What can I make? And the first thing I wanted to make was the big carrot sign, and that would be cute too. But that, what I wanted to put it on, it wouldn't fit. It would have fit on here though. Totally would have fit on here. Cold and windy, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get started. I'm just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. So we're doing a hot mess on the blue. I better put a little bit more. That's Cadet and Colonial Blue. And hot mess is when you mix the colors together and you pray for the best. And you can't, most generally, you can't recoup your paste because you have contaminated it. So it's just taking 2 colors and bringing them together and making, so it's going to have a marbleized look, kind of. Then I just go through with my squeegee and pick up all that. And I probably could put it into my, and then I'm going to peel that up because I'm moving on to another color. So let's peel that up. Oh, I like that. I can see that it went right over that piece of twine. I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say that. So when I pick it up, it'll have a void, but this has a void here where that line was, and this has a void. So I guess, why not? So then the red is going to be a hot mess between the cherry and the apple. Candy apple. So you probably won't even be able to tell that much, probably. I'm going to put that back in because I'm probably going to throw that one away anyway. So that says high grade. I'm going to pull that back. That worked out fine. That's making noise. I feel like it shouldn't make that noise. And then we're going to do the wheat. And the wheat is done in the Nominee, which is fabulous. It's brand new. And there's no rhyme or reason, you guys. There really isn't. It's just hit. Thing is you want to make sure you have enough paste on there, because if you don't, then you've got to add a little bit. But you can do that too. It's not that big of a deal. There's nothing with chalking that's that big of a deal. I feel like I need a little gold over here. Didn't put any in those lines. Didn't really put any brown over here either. Okay. So we're going to mix that one up. I'm going to shut that off. I don't like the sound of that. It's bugging me. It's like John snoring. Bugs me. So it's just mixing and swirling it around. Just looking to get everything covered. Might have to add a little bit more. There was an air bubble. Might have to do some cleanup on aisle 3. That's not life or death either. So Pam, if you're still here, and you try to get those frames and you don't get them, keep trying, because The first time I went in there, they weren't available either, but then they became available. So just keep looking, because I think that they will eventually come back. I might be wrong, but all right. Scrape that off. I think that's probably good enough. And we'll bring that down. Oh, that turned out pretty. To right there. And we'll let that dry for a second, and then we're going to put it back up there. This would be cute in the kitchen. You're going to want to make sure you push this back down. You don't want any bubbles in there. And this is going to be a mixture of those reds again. And this is a mixture of the blues. And this is the red down here. So I might just do those. Not sure what your frame looked like, but the one I was looking at Debbie's did this morning, it was gold, and then she painted it a different color and put that money in the middle, and I found those, but I'm trying to find a store that carries them. Show me yours later. I'll go look at hers and see what she did. Mine's the one I have is the one that you're seeing everybody craft with. Okay. She might have that sounds like a different one, but it might not be. That one picture, oh, I don't think I did. I sent you the SKU, but I don't think there was a picture of the, wasn't there a picture of the frame? Maybe there wasn't. This paste is so dry, it's kind of hard to spread. I'm going to grab some cherry. It's just a little bit darker than the candy apple. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna lift that from down here. Oh, that turned out pretty. I did do a live with the one frame. Yep. I'll show you the frame. I'll show you. These are the two frames right here. There's the rectangle, and then there's the roundish oval. I don't know what Debbie did, so not sure. Let's see. love Hot Mess. Hot Mess is these colors like this. People are having a hell of a time getting them, but like I said, I went in there that first time and they were out. It said quantity unavailable. And then I saw somebody had ordered them and I thought, well, what the heck? So I went back in and they were available. So mine are supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. Thing is, everybody wants the oval one. They're not that crazy about the rectangle one, but you get them both, so you gotta figure it out. Okay, I'm just gonna do this enriched self flower in the Colonial Blue. And then I think we'll distress this a little bit. And the last line is done in red, but we'll go ahead and raise that up too. Just because we don't need any trouble. We don't need any trouble. They have them available about 45 minutes from here. I could always hit it up before I... Yeah, well, it'd be nice if you didn't have to drive 45 miles, but will they hold them for you? I don't consider the Dollar Tree local. When I think of local, I think of like small mom and pop, but I might be wrong. All right, just one more. Nothing's local for me because I have to drive 20 to 45 miles to get anywhere, to get anything. Our furniture store is local. We're here. And our flooring store. But I can tell you right now, if we had to depend on our local people to keep our business alive, we'd be in the poorhouse. Because that's just not how it works. Okay. I'm bringing her up. I'm going to set this over here on my backer sheet. So I take it in and wash it. And I'm going to put the lid on these. I need to reassess these because Lord have mercy. Well, this one for sure can go. There's not even enough in there to fart with. This one there still is. And the brown's a little sketchy too. I don't know if there's enough in there to mess with or not. I haven't watched Debbie for a year. I'll have to go check it out, see what she's doing. I did see a cute Charlie Brown. I saw two of them today. Charlie Brown flannel shirt, and they bleached out the back of it, which I have several in my basement that are bleached out, ready to go. And they put the Charlie Brown, the vibe, good vibes. I'll have to look and see if this is the strangest texture, you guys. It's like, what is it like? something that I cook with, or something. The texture feels familiar, but I can't tell you what. Yeah, the Charlie Browns are so dang cute. I need to do something. Whoop, I need to do something with my Charlie Brown transfers. And I do have one set of extra if anybody would like to purchase that. I do have extra. I picked up 2 sets instead of just 1. Wow, I need to bring a knife out here and really work on these. Should spend an afternoon and just go through all my paste. But I won't, because you know, that's how we roll. All right, let me show you what we got here. And then I think we're going to distress the edges. Didn't that turn out cute? I love that. And this is the string. Let me see here. I just put the cord right in there. You know what? That worked. Our experiment worked. So it stopped it from bleeding, and it was simple. I might have to remember that. Whoop, trying to close my drawer and those frames are sitting here. Yeah, I really like that. That would be really pretty in a farmhouse kitchen. That is really not my kitchen, but a farmhouse kitchen. I don't even know what my style is. I don't even know if I have a style. So I'm going to take this Tim Holtz ground espresso, and I'm going to take this little brush, and I want to distress the sides. You know, if it's going to look old and crappy, let's make it look old and crappy. How about just old and pretty? My space is limited here, so I'm just going to go back and forth. And then I'm just going to kind of do it in some spots to give it an old look. I do like that look. Vintage. I like vintage. But I don't like primitive vintage. I think I figured that out. You know, sometimes some primitive things can get really looking really primitive. That's really not my jam. But it took me a little bit to figure that out. This is fun. This is a pretty one. I like this one. So you can kind of smear it around a little bit. I mean, the board has an aged look anyway. It really does. But Alrighty, I think we're good. I want it to look like an old bag of flour. I think it kind of does. So there's our project for tonight. Isn't that cute, you guys? Well, Pam, you'll have to get doing her. You get way more done than I ever get done. I try to paint out here, but I haven't even been out here today painting, and I should have been, but I went and volunteered, and then came home and tried to see about what for supper, and so I didn't get home till 4:30. And then tomorrow I have the phone company coming because they're going to upgrade. That's kind of got a ding on there. They're going to upgrade our internet, so they have to go down my basement and get the box off the wall or something and redo that. And then because I called them and I said, so what do I need to have like available for them to do this? And they said, oh, they're fine. They'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, because my router is plugged in behind a cupboard. So if they need to unplug that, like from the wall, it's going to be horrible. I don't think they do though. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, I think it turned out cute too. You guys, this surface is amazing. I love these surfaces. And you could put the command thingies on the back and hang it up because it's, it's substantial, but it's not like really, really heavy. So you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you catch the live, you'll see the red live right there. If you don't, then you're on the replay, #replay, and sprinkle me out there if you can. I'd appreciate it. Just looking on there to see if there's something, but there's not. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.